The power of storytelling in sales, how to use stories to sell more. As a sales professional, you know that connecting with your audience is key to success. While presenting facts and figures is important, it's not always enough to engage your audience on an emotional level and build trust. That's where storytelling comes in. In this video, we'll explore the science behind why storytelling is so effective in sales, and how you can use it to connect with your audience, build trust, and ultimately sell more effectively. We'll provide tips on crafting a compelling sales story, examples of successful sales stories, and how to incorporate storytelling into your sales pitch. So, let's get started. The science of storytelling. In sales, the ability to connect with your audience is critical to success. While presenting facts and figures is important, it's not always enough to engage your audience on an emotional level and build trust. That's where storytelling comes in. The human brain is wired to respond to stories. When we hear a story, different parts of our brain are activated compared to when we receive facts or data. Stories engage our emotions, imagination, and senses, making them more memorable and impactful. When we hear a story, our brains release oxytocin, a hormone that helps us build trust and form social bonds. For example, let's say you are selling a new skincare product. Instead of simply presenting a list of ingredients and their benefits, you could tell a story about a woman who struggled with acne for years and how the product transformed her skin, giving her the confidence to pursue her dream job. This story not only engages the audience on an emotional level but also demonstrates the product's effectiveness through a real-life example. There are numerous examples of successful sales campaigns that have utilized storytelling to great effect. For instance, Coca-Cola's Share a Coke campaign, which tells the story of people sharing a Coke with their friends and family. This connects with consumers who value relationships and social connections. How to craft a compelling sales story. Crafting a compelling sales story requires careful consideration of your audience's needs and pain points. The story should be structured in a way that builds tension and culminates in a resolution, which can be your product or service. Identify your audience. Start by identifying your target audience and what they are struggling with or trying to achieve. This will help you create a story that speaks directly to their concerns and offers a solution. For example, if you are selling a weight loss program, you might want to focus on the struggles that people face when trying to lose weight, such as low energy, cravings, and lack of motivation. Address pain points. Once you have identified your audience's needs and pain points, craft a story that addresses these concerns. For instance, you might tell a story about someone who struggled with weight loss for years, tried every diet out there, and still couldn't lose weight. Then, introduce your product or service as the solution that finally helped them achieve their weight loss goals. Use sensory details and emotions. To make your story more engaging and memorable, use sensory details and emotions to paint a vivid picture. For example, instead of simply stating that your weight loss program is effective, tell a story about someone who used the program and felt more energetic, confident, and happy. This creates an emotional connection with your audience and makes them more likely to remember your message. Structure your story. Tell your story in a way that creates suspense and ends with a solution. This can be your product or service, which offers a solution to your audience's pain points. Start by introducing the problem, then build tension by describing the struggles and challenges your audience faces. Next, offer a solution, and conclude with a call to action that encourages your audience to try your product or service. Provide evidence. To further support your sales story, provide evidence of the effectiveness of your product or service. This can be in the form of testimonials, case studies, or statistics. For example, if you are selling a weight loss program, you might provide testimonials from people who have successfully lost weight using your program, or statistics that demonstrate its effectiveness. How to use sales stories in your sales pitch. Using sales stories in your sales pitch can help you connect with your audience and demonstrate the value of your product or service. Here are some tips for incorporating sales stories into your sales pitch. Introduce your story. Start by introducing your sales story in a way that captures your audience's attention. This can be as simple as saying, "Let me tell you a story about a customer of ours who was struggling with the same problem you are." Address pain points. Use your sales story to address your audience's pain points and show how your product or service can provide a solution. For example, if you are selling a software program that helps businesses manage their finances, you might tell a story about a business owner who was struggling to keep track of their finances and was constantly stressed out as a result. Then, introduce your software program as the solution that helped them get organized and reduce their stress. Tie your story back to your product or service. After telling your story, tie it back to your product or service. Explain how your product or service can provide the same benefits as the story you just told. This can be as simple as saying, our software program can help you achieve the same level of organization and reduce your stress just like it did for our customer in the story. Use visuals. To make your sales story more engaging and memorable, consider using visuals such as images or videos to illustrate your point. For example, if you are telling a story about a customer who struggled to keep track of their finances, you might show a before and after comparison of their messy desk versus their organized workspace after using your software program. Ask questions. To make your sales story more interactive and engaging, ask your audience questions throughout your pitch. This can help them connect with the story and see themselves in the shoes of the customer you are describing. For example, you might ask, have you ever felt overwhelmed by your finances? How would it feel to have everything organized in one place? Tips for crafting effective sales stories. Crafting effective sales stories requires careful consideration of your audience's needs and pain points, as well as the structure and delivery of your story. Here are some tips for crafting effective sales stories. Keep it short and sweet. When crafting a sales story, keep it short and to the point. Your audience is likely busy and may not have time for a long, drawn-out story. Aim for a story that can be told in 2 to 3 minutes. Use concrete examples. To make your sales story more relatable and memorable, use concrete examples that your audience can visualize. For example, instead of saying, our software program can help you save time, say, our software program can help you save 3 hours a week on administrative tasks. Use emotion. To make your sales story more engaging, use emotion to create a connection with your audience. This can be done through the use of sensory details, such as sight, sound, and touch, or through the use of relatable emotions, such as frustration or excitement. Show, don't tell. When telling your sales story, show your audience how your product or service can provide a solution, rather than just telling them. Use examples and concrete details to illustrate your point. Be authentic. When crafting a sales story, be authentic and true to your brand. Your audience can sense when a story is contrived or insincere, so be sure to tell a story that is genuine and aligns with your company's values. Practice. Practice your sales story before telling it to your audience. This will help you refine your delivery and ensure that you are getting your message across effectively. Conclusion. Storytelling is a powerful tool that can help you connect with your audience, build trust, and sell more effectively. By understanding the science of storytelling, crafting compelling sales stories, and incorporating them into your sales pitch, you can create a memorable and engaging experience for your audience that will leave a lasting impression. Remember to keep your sales stories short and to the point, use concrete examples and emotion, show rather than tell, be authentic, and practice your delivery. By following these tips, you can create sales stories that resonate with your audience and demonstrate the value of your product or service. So, start using storytelling in your sales pitch today and see the difference it can make. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and strategies on how to improve your sales game. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below to let us know. And be sure to share this video with your colleagues and friends who could benefit from learning about the power of storytelling in sales. Thanks for watching.